Good morning, friends. Today is day 2 of the 24 days of Christmas baking for me. And I'm going to show you a quick, easy way to make fudge. A 3-minute fudge. And you can do it on the stove. I'm going to use the microwave. And you can change up the flavors however you want. But I'm going to show it the simple, basic way. And then you can adapt it how you want. But 3-minute fudge. Who can't love fudge? I'm using some sweetened condensed milk, so I usually get under $2 a can, and some chocolate chips. Where if you get a bag of chocolate, like you get the small bags, they're about $2 on sale. Usually, maybe $2.50. So for $4.50 max. And like a splash of vanilla extract. For $4.50 max, you're making a whole pan of fudge. Isn't that awesome? And the greatest thing about it is that it doesn't really need to be accurate measurements. So, I'm going to use my measuring cup here. I'm going to put 2 cups of chocolate chips. I'm going to get the big chunks there. My bag was close to my stove of chocolate chips, and some of it actually melted together. But you can use any chocolate. So, melted Easter bunnies or chocolate Santas, get them when they're on sale. You can use them too, because it's just melted chocolate. So, 2 cups. 3, 2. So, that's about 2 cups and a can of sweetened condensed milk. I'm going to scrape out the bit, scrape out the can. Now I'm just going to stir that a little bit, and then I'm going to microwave that in 30-second intervals. So usually it's done in about 1.5 minutes to 2 minutes, but I'm just going to do 30 seconds at a time. This is after 30 seconds. It's starting to melt. Not fully. If you were using bigger chunks of chocolate, like from Easter bunnies or Santa Clauses or whatever, it would take a little bit longer because of the big chunks. And this is after 1 minute total. Almost there. Still some chunks. So I'm going to put that in for another 30 seconds. And this is after 1.5 minutes. Almost. Needs about another 30 seconds to get the last bit of chunks melted. And there we have it, nice and melted. Could put a bit of vanilla in it to help bring out all of the flavors. If you don't have vanilla, you don't have to add it. I just always find that it makes it taste more fudgy, if that's a word. There we go. Now I'm going to pour this into my pan, which is just a little rectangle pan. And I'm putting one of these barbecue mats on it. You can put a slip mat, or wax paper, or parchment paper for easy lifting, or even just saran wrap. Since it's not super hot, like melting it, or wax paper. But this is what I'm going to do. Scraping the bowl, or a big measuring cup as I'm using, to get all, or most, of the stuff out before it gets hard. It's good for at least about another 15 minutes or so before it gets really starts to solidify. just try and spread it as evenly as possible. Get it into the corners. And there we have it. Now you can put any type of toppings you'd like on it, or keep it plain. I'm going to put a bit of coconut on top of some of it, because my youngest daughter loves coconut, and it's her birthday on the 7th. So I'm going to do some with coconut on top. I'm just going to push it down a bit so it sticks. There we go. Now I'm going to put this in the freezer. No, the fridge, sorry. For at least a couple of hours, but probably overnight. And then we will cut it afterwards. And here is the finished fudge. Since we had it in the pan with this barbecue mat or slip mat, it's easy to lift out. And the pan is clean. And this is pull apart. There we go. And this is almost clean, it just needs to be washed. Now we cut it in bite-sized squares and put it in the container, put it in the fridge. Don't leave it out because it will melt, especially if it's warm in your house. You can leave it out for a few days or so, but it might be softer. It's better if kept in the fridge, or you could freeze it. I'm just going to cut some to show you. That one I'm going to take, because it's not a perfect square, so you have to eat the parts that aren't perfect. Breakfast of champions. I let them sit overnight in the fridge. Those are really good. There you go. Yummy. Just put any topping on it. So if you had a bigger pan, you could double the recipe and put coconut, put some M&Ms, and put some nuts on the other side, or sprinkles. So you have 3 desserts with only making it once. But definitely thumbs up. So if you like my baking series, 24 days of Christmas baking, please click like, share, and subscribe, and comment below. And let me know what else I should bake this month. And I will put it on my list. I will put these squares in a container with wax paper or saran wrap, just so that they won't stick to the bottom. And I'll cover for the next layer some saran wrap. Bye, friends.